Hi, this is Reese from Creator, and this video is going to be in the job module, and we'll be looking at the scheduling side of the fence. So this one is actually probably the first question a lot of people ask for job management is how do I schedule my colleagues and staff on here as well. So I'm going to cover how that looks. So in here we have a job calendar section here, and here's all the elements. Now here we have a tick box of the actual job. We do have other components you can actually have. In job management you've got jobs, job bookings, and time entries. We'll cover those other two elements later, but this is scheduling the first second. I want to schedule a job. So we're going to cover some of the settings in here. By default, we have, move my head here, you can, when you don't select users up at the top here, it will show every user in the database. And you can then filter out and then see Bob the Builder, Pete Pipes, and you can start splitting their particular calendar up and see scheduling. Inside of here we have a day view, we have a week view, a month view, and we have a timeline view where you pretty much expect, which is day one. You can see all the calendars of how they're scheduled as well. So that's the first thing you want to do with scheduling is you get used to the calendars and what it looks like in here. It's quite very responsive and fast. So let's say a client calls up. So this example we're going to cover just a client calls up and we want to see what's going on. So we have a little twister here, and you can have the interval dates. You can change start and end date here as well. And you have in the color tile sources you have record types, which is green, which if you had other views. You can have item types, which is the colors changes on the actual process of the job. So for example, assigned is orange, unassigned is, I call that yellow, and we've got in progress is green, for example. And here you've got users if you want to see users as well. So you can change the color type on different users. So for example, you're scheduling, you can say blue is going to be one user, which is Bob the Builder. And I think that's it really. So Bob the Builder's only been scheduled here, and if it's unassigned, it's got no one in here as well. You can hover here. So also in here, we're just going to move this back up. You select it here, and you have an overview what the job is. So you can see here, you can have nice overviews of what is in the actual calendar itself. So you've got the title, the time, the status, which clients as well. You can view, you can edit, and you can email from here as well. Beautiful email templates, and here's all the emails from here as well. So it's a very powerful interactive tool in the system. Now, so let's pretend we need a schedule. So it's going to be that simple. So we've got some time here on Friday the 3rd, and we just hold the mouse button down, scroll down along here, and then right click and click on new job, for example, and that will pop up a screen. So the first thing is the title of the job itself when it gets emailed, and say repair job, for example. Now you can search for the client here. We're just going to look for someone. So if I look through here, see there's a company here with a contact name. That will bring the contact name as well. Now you select the user. You can select the user here and say, look, Pete Pipes, he's the one he can schedule this for. You've got different processes, assign here, you get different stages in here. So we're going to go assign section in here as well. Now, after that, you do have address section. You can look up and it grabs all the different addresses of that organization. You can say, oh, look, it's this one, there it is, or you can type away and choose the address. So we're going to save the job on this occasion, and the job has been assigned to Pete Pipes. Now the next thing you can do is you can bring in a job template. So we're going to say, well, this is a repair job. We're going to click on the job template for the repair job, and we're going to choose and add all these different elements and tasks. So we're going to go, this is a repair job. So this repair job is going to be a review the list of damages, prepare a swim, so you know all the documentations of safety, and another task here. And here's the job items you need and some attachments. So we're going to add a job template. Now a job template is just pretty much like a briefcase. These are things I need to bring for the job itself. So just think of it as just all the things. You need to pre-design those templates, but as you go through, it becomes much more faster to schedule a job. These are things I need to do and go from there. So I'll create a job template. Now all I can do now is save that, and there you go. I've scheduled a job there. Now you can just simply go, I'm going to email a staff member here, so if I can click on this send information to staff member, click on that, and that will grab the user of the email, grab the template that it has, so it's saying you have assigned a job in here with all the information across here and with attachments if you want, and so forth and so forth. And it has a report in here if you wish, which it has the run sheet of the report itself. Now there are so many other scenarios you can have. I'm not going to cover it fully, but you have also notifications in here, and you can manage any job that is scheduled. So if you click on job management here, any job that is scheduled, it can notify the user on the mobile phone. If they've got Android, it's really cool. It pops up in notifications or just alerts on the phone when they log into their phone itself. So there's so many ways you can notify the users as well. So that's nice. So pretty much what happens in here is that you can now assign the job. So I'm just going to now go back into here and view that job into the detail screen and along here. That will cover, look at the job items, or across here you've got the tasks, and the task itself, as from the other videos, the guys on the mobile phones will be able to fill the form. So you can go, so he's going to go check, review the diagram. So he's going to go no, yes, no, and go through the whole thing, and so forth and so forth. And he can just complete that form all the way down here, make his comments, and complete that. Also, he could probably at the start should have gone, I'm now on the job on his mobile phone. We'll go through that in another video itself. And you can see that he scheduled piece pipes. Now he'll press play as well on his mobile phone. So if he press play, I'll show you, is that up here just in the time clock section. If you're the administrator, you can actually look at piece pipes. He's now 2 minutes ago, he's played the actual job, and you can see what activity has, what rate it is as well. So he's at $100 an hour, and it's clocking up money for your company. You can actually click on the actual job, the company, and it tells you what task is he doing. Also, you got to stop here for management roles. You can stop people's time clocks if they forget to do that, and you can adjust the time clock for users as well. So that's the administrator, and you can see other users that are actually on the client time clock section here, which is in the beautiful time clock section here as well. So that is where Peter's at the moment, is on the job. He's timing on it, and you can see what's going on in the users itself. So that's the scheduling section in here. So just to go back to scheduling, that's how quick it is and easy to do it, where step one, you schedule the job, you assign the users in here. There's a couple of elements, nice colorful elements, and you can choose your own color styles that you want to do it as a user. It's the type of jobs, or the progress on there as well, and they can turn off the job as well. So once the job is finished, and it goes red. So Peter's actually cleared it off, and he's actually closed for invoice. It shows you a timeline where it's closed, and you can see that he's actually closed it, and you just have to invoice all the items, or the job items. So all items is actually the time, the activity, which is the time clock he has, and job items is actually what you're quoted for, which is in the section here, or in the job items only. So depending on which path you go through, and we'll cover that in the other videos as well. So that's the scheduling side of the fence, of just how you can schedule staff. There are deeper elements in this scheduling side, but that's the real first thing, is that your first goal is to add the users in there. Probably start to design your own job templates in here, so you can easily add all the resources you need for that job and schedule and give to the guys on the road, and they can actually go through the process and schedule it and do the job, and then you can invoice it across. So that's the scheduling side of the section, and we'll cover more videos as we go through. Talk to you soon.